Hi all, Fuzzy Barbarian here again. Today I received a request asking for a video on how to farm for spider leg husks. So here we are. Spider leg husks are used to forge Hyakki armor, the Fudo Kuniyuki and Yagen Toshiro dual swords, and Shura's war axe. These aren't a part of any set though. It is also used to forge the Ikaku Nagayoshi spear, which is a part of the Heroic Raging Bull set, and it's a material needed to forge yokai incense, which is used for bringing yokai to you to farm them. As you'd guess, spider leg husks drop from the spider boss Joro-Gumo. The best place to farm them is in the Twilight Mission bearer of Ill Tidings. Joro-Gumo is a boss you can get to in seconds in that mission, so you can farm her like crazy when that Twilight Mission comes up. But I'm going to assume you need spider leg husks and the Twilight Mission isn't available like it wasn't for me today when I was asked to make this video, so let's do it via the main mission. The one we want is Spider Nest Castle, which is in the Kinkai region. Before heading there, you might want to spec your character to give yourself the greatest chance of leg husks dropping. I never do, as I find they drop pretty regularly, but if it's not going to impact your ability to deal with the enemies there, it will certainly help rather than hurt to spec yourself out. To do that, know that spider leg husk is a smithing material. That means you don't want specs that buff equipment drops, buffs for item drops, and material drops are what you want. Set your Kadama blessing for material drops. Wearing a Kadama bowl will boost that even more. Wear amulets with perks for yokai item drops. Standard item drops are fine, but yokai item drop rate is the best, which is why Itakuri is also your best choice of Guardian Spirit. You can also reallocate your prestige points to item drops if you're not having any success. Clan, I think it's Furitua's luck might help you a little too if you really think you need it. I don't think you need to go that far, but RNG is RNG, so do what you have to do. So now that you're all specced out, let's head to Spider Nest Castle. I'm going to show you how to do this in Way of the Strong, aka NG+, but the drop rate doesn't seem any different to me in NG, so if you want the easy way home, you can also do this in Way of the Samurai. Just know that you won't get much gold, Amrita or Divine drops if you do it there. So okay, let's get the show on the road. The key to farming this is knowing how to get to the boss quick. Once the boss drops a leg husk, you have to finish the mission because the only way to get another is to run the mission over again. So quick runs to the boss are what this is all about. I strongly recommend a tiger running scroll for this as we have a bit of running to do, especially considering you can't run straight to the boss. She's behind a locked door and we need to get a key to open it. Right at the beginning I like to activate my buffs, which include a Fire Talisman, Carnage Talisman, Protection Talisman, Quick Change Scroll and Tiger Running Scroll. That's because the first major enemy to deal with is already close. Once buffed, pretty much follow my exact path here. Approach these spider nests from the front while guarding. Doing that can stop the spider overshooting you, giving you a chance to swat it without it getting out of range. Be sure to pick up the Hiragumu fragments these door spiders drop too. Each fragment removes a piece of armor from the boss's legs. We won't get all the fragments in the map during these runs as some of them are out of the way, but we'll get 2, which will help make the boss just that little bit weaker. Also, these door spiders have a small chance to drop spider leg husks themselves, so you never know your luck. Remember, approach from the front while guarding. You can see how that helps you stop the spider in its tracks and kill it instantly. Make sure you pop another tiger running scroll here. To get the key we want, we have to run in and run out as soon as we can so we can avoid having to fight in the room where the key is. I always kill these 2 spiders. If you don't, they can spray web on you while you're opening the next door, which will slow your run down. Another Fire Talisman here and a Carnage Talisman to make short work of this door guard. There's a pesky wheel monk around this corner, be aware of that. The trick is to run up the right and as you see him come at you, switch or dodge to the left. You can dodge the archer, but he barely hurt you so I don't really worry about him. You don't need to buff yourself here, but you can if you want to be safe. We're not going to the boss just yet. We want to quickly drop down and head through this opening so we can pray at this shrine. We do this because if the boss doesn't drop a spider leg husk, this will be our save point to try again, which I'll demonstrate for you in a moment. So now this is where we buff ourselves. To be completely safe, I usually just pop a Carnage Talisman, a Protection Talisman, an Elemental Talisman, in this case I'm using Fire, a Quick Change Scroll, and a Tiger Running Scroll. You don't need all of that, but I do it anyway, because why not? Once buffed, run for her room. She'll come at you quickly. First thing to do is throw a Sloth Talisman at her. Her weak spot is her back end, so just move around her and hack at it. Okay, you can see we did not get a spider husk, so we don't want to exit the mission as normal. Instead, press the touchpad to access the menu, and from System, select Return to Title Screen. By the way, I said the boss's weakness is her back. If your fight with her goes longer, she can often cover her back up to protect it with her legs. At that point, her weak point is her front. Also, if you're having trouble, I recommend also using a Weakness Talisman and a Wind Talisman. She is particularly weak to wind. Select Continue. So now we've respawned at the shrine we prayed at, and we try again. And there's our husk. So this time, since we did get what we want, we can exit the mission normally. And that's how you farm for husks. I hope this video helps you guys out. Have fun, and bye for now.